Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Mystic Law Tarot. I am Lauren. We are doing a mind, body, and spirit reading for you. How is everyone doing? I hope well. Let's see what's going on body, mind, and spirit wise. I'm sorry, mind, body, and spirit. And if I didn't say already, please only take what rings true. All right, Aquarius, what's going on with you? Okay, got so far mind. You got money on your mind, apparently. Body. This did come out in reverse. Let's read it that way. We can read it both ways and get clarification. Definitely. We're going to get some advice too. And your spirit. Okay. I feel like I was just meditating before your reading and just trying to connect in, and I did feel a little bit of heaviness, so we will get to the bottom of this, Aquarius. Okay, so in your mind position currently, the Nine of Pentacles is going to represent stability and independence, wealth, but also understanding that you have this wealth or abundance. It doesn't have to be actual money, although it can be. It can just be, contentment and joy from the hard work that you've done. Like, these pentacles are from your labor, whatever that might be. And you are very well aware that you've got that. And that's great. Yeah, definitely good to sit in that energy, either that or you're working hard on becoming more independent. But with the tiger here, I feel like that's like your spirit, even though this is your spirit position, like you might be well integrated with your like your spirit and your mind are very close with one another. That's not always the case. You're also thinking about creation, because if you notice in this card here, this is the Crystal Visions Tarot deck. This little spout of water here, so a little fountain continuously watering the garden that she's standing in. So this is something that you've built to be long lasting, whatever's on your mind. And then they also have this egg in their hand. So you are definitely in the mind state of creation. That's excellent. We'll get some clarification on what that is for you. And then in your body, so card reversals can have a couple different meanings or effects on your story, or whatever is going on. This could be that in your body you're potentially not feeling very well, as far as this is also very indicative of your perception changing. The Five of Cups is traditionally a very sorrowful, is that a word? Sorrow card. A lot of grief, just kind of heartache, for what you've lost. But in reverse, it's very much, you are moving on from whatever was like kind of started this energy in the first place. You're realizing that there's a silver lining in everything, and whether or not you feel that way, that's okay. But this is about just changing your perception and moving on from this pain, but also just having a new outlook on whatever maybe you are. We will get some clarification on that. And then the Five of Pentacles in your spiritual position. You might be feeling rather alone in your endeavors. The Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold, or, like lacking in some sense. It seems like you may need to, because this is very much feeling lack as far as your spiritual sense. It's very possible that you are focusing more on your 3D world, your pentacles, and this is asking you to slow down a little bit, maybe, and to feel these feelings, or to move more so into your spiritual body, or your, um, just your emotions that, this lack mindset, or just this negative feeling that you've kind of been in. Um, if you're too much in this energy, which is not a bad thing, being focused on your security, stability. But when you've got an imbalance like this, this is saying that it's time to, refocus and look back inward and really try to see where this lack mindset is coming from. It seems like you're really working on trying to shift your perspective. So let's get some clarification. Okay. Okay. Aquarius, what's this Nine of Pentacles? What are you working on? Aquarius. Yeah. Okay, so um the Two of Swords coming out with the Nine of Pentacles is just a um confirmation that there's a bit of an imbalance. You're choosing not to see something. The Two of Swords is about kind of being in a stalemate, but choosing not to look at the options and kind of guarding yourself. Not kind of, you're very much guarding yourself. Um, what about the Five of Cups in reverse for the body? Oh, the Fool. Wow, the Fool is coming out so much lately. So many new beginnings. And the Five of Pentacles for the Spirit, please, Aquarius. Okay, y'all. They're little slippery devils. Okay, so I feel like the message is pretty clear here. There's something that you're potentially ignoring because you are doing your best to shift your perception into a new one so that you can take off, not take off like leave somewhere, but like take off as in really go for your goals, your dreams, your wishes. The Four and Five of Pentacles here is, kind of like hanging on. The Four of Pentacles is known as the miser card, hanging on too tightly to your surroundings. It's possible that this new beginning that you're really hoping to embark on is something very new. Um, of course, it's new, but like it's new to you in the sense that you've never done anything like this before. Whatever you're, not making a choice on, it's, you're a little bit nervous about the future. So you're really trying to change your perspective and look at it like it's something new. It could be something you've been dealing with for a while, but and then the High Priestess coming out as well with these. I'm thinking that, the High Priestess represents intuition, but also secrets. So it could be that this Five of Pentacles energy here is, this lack mindset is truly just, you feeling like you need to hold on to whatever you've got. Because if you let go of it, and move forward, it's very possible that, you feel like you might not have enough. What does Aquarius not have enough of or perceived? The Death and Eight of Wands kind of came out, but we'll see if that comes out again. That's about, the Death and Eight of Wands could have been about, the death isn't about death necessarily. It's about destruction, but also rebirth. And the Eight of Wands is travel. So travel or news coming in or just things kind of rushing in. Yeah, just more feeling of lack. Yeah, Eight of Wands and death. That's perceived for you. Okay, let's find out. What is this lack really about for our spiritual Aquarians? It's lacking. What is this Five of Pentacles? What the heck? Okay, y'all. Well, I guess that's not so bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So you're afraid of losing a happy new beginning. I think this lack mindset is coming from, or not coming from, but basically what you're thinking potentially is, you're never going to get to this point. The Three of Wands represents expansion and growth. The Sun is about, happiness and clarity, but it's also, how this character got here was going through the dark. This flag here is about victory, and the sunflowers in the back are there to remind you that things bloom once again after, after going through difficult times. After death, there is rebirth. So if there's something that, has been haunting you, you want to expand past that, because this is something you've been working on for a very long time. This is a dream for you. This is your passion, your happiness. The expansion is only being stopped by you, though. Okay, I'm gonna use it one more. Let's see. Why are you feeling this way? Okay, Five of Cups again. Is this something you have tried before and potentially failed at it in the past? And that's why you're feeling like maybe the Five of Pentacles is imposter syndrome. Maybe you're not feeling like you can do whatever you're setting your mind out to. It's going to make you really happy. Why the Five of Cups? Why the Five of Cups, please? The Magician. Yeah, you're really not feeling capable, Aquarius. I don't understand why you don't feel very capable. It seems like you are very capable of taking care of your 3D, but how do you think that happens? With your spirit and your mind and your will. That's how you get to this point. But it seems like you're not acknowledging that you have what it takes spiritually. Even though, I mean, the Magician card, even in reverse, is still, a positive aspect, because it indicates that you do have this within you, but it's beneath the surface. Reverse can mean this is something that's even hidden from you. What does Aquarius soul need from them? To move on. Yeah, the Six of Swords represents moving on to calmer shores. You see how the tips are all down? This is giving up the battle. Five of Swords, you know, just before the six, is representative of a losing battle, you know. So with the Six of Cups, or wow, I'm sorry, with the Six of Cups is, you know, I say things for a reason, I suppose, but the Six of Cups is about nostalgia, so it could be a past person. Um, yeah, there's something you need to move on from, something that is very deeply rooted. How can we do this? Page of Wands. Yeah, take a step into towards your future. You know, even if it's just a tiny step. The pages in tarot also represent messengers. So it could be that you're either like recognizing where your passions lie, um, or you're starting to feel that spark again. Your advice here, Aquarius, is to take a step out into the, I don't know, direction that you want to go. Just take one single step. This is about exploration, expansion, um, creativity, discovery. You know, this is a spark within you. So go ahead and just take that first step, or just even a little bit baby step. Anything else for the body position? Five of Cups in reverse. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here for you. Oh, wow. Okay. Then there's the Five of Pentacles in reverse here. It seems like, Aquarius, you maybe were imbalanced for quite some time. And again, we are clarifying the body. The Lovers in reverse represents disharmony, breakdown in communication, just, you know, the opposite of what you would imagine the Lovers means. But this can be like imbalances within you. It's, you know, it's kind of showing that maybe depression manifested itself, or, you know, maybe became worse because of this imbalance. You know, we've got the imbalance of the mind and the spirit, and that's very possible that it could have caused some imbalance within your body. I mean, that's very much possible. But there is some improvement with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is about healing, having good faith, a good, steady, stable foundation. So after, you know, what hit the fan, or you realized that, you know, with a change of perception, that things could get better even after a time of imbalance, you're realizing that after this time of growth and change, it's either time for you to start teaching others how to do this, or to stick to convention and maybe not try anything new right now. That's Aquarius not paying attention to. Aww. You're not acknowledging how hurt you are, and that's keeping you stuck. The only way to get over this is to go through it. We have to, unfortunately. And it seems like you're aware that you need to do something that is like true, like tried and true, that will work with this. So what would Aquarius experience if they dealt with this Three of Swords? What would they experience? So the Four of Swords is about going in, resting, relaxing, recovering, replaying things, but in a way that helps you learn the lesson within that Three of Swords. Being able to turn away this, or no, they aren't turned away. They've just got their little cute hawk head kind of, in a sleeping position. But this is a time after heartache, you know. Um, but if you'll notice, I haven't noticed this before. This little bird here, um, and then compare it to this hawk, So like after some hard, painful depression, grief, I mean, you name it, like this is a really hard thing to go through. But when you go through this, you come out reborn. And who doesn't want to be stronger, you know? And to get stronger, we have to do difficult things. That's how we grow. That's how we experience the beautiful things in life, is that we understand that even though terrible things can happen and we can feel incredibly deep, immense pain, that processing whatever that was, processing that pain lessens it so greatly. Like, the only way to get over something is to go through it. Just don't stop. If you're going through this right now, understand that resting and taking care of yourself is what's going to get you out of this spiritual drought, this creativity block. This is not where you want to be. You want to take this new beginning. You want to get out there. You want to be, this little tiny bag here. That's all he's got. And there is no gender in tarot, so don't pay attention to that. But this is just saying that you want to be free of any baggage. So how do you get rid of baggage? You got to go through it and see what you need and see what you don't need, and that's going to take some time. So take your time to rest. I know it seems like you have to be crazy, 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 rush, 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 but you don't need anything more than just who you are. We aren't we aren't human doings, we are human beings. So it's very natural that when we come into contact with hard, difficult things, that we take the time to rest and heal. You wouldn't expect someone who just broke their leg to get out, just ignore it. Like, you don't need a cast, don't go to the hospital, don't go to the doctor. Like, there are obviously people who do that, but don't do that. I'm not a doctor, so don't take that as medical advice or anything, but like, don't expect yourself to go from one thing to another and just be fine. Like, it's okay. It's necessary to pause, reflect, and see what you can do about this. Your intuition is screaming at you. Because even though this pain is very loud right now, you do know that dealing with whatever this is really going to be beneficial. Why the Three of Swords? Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, there was some heartbreak. We've got the Lovers in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Swords. So there was someone or something that, there was breakdown in communication. So it was very difficult to pour out of your cup at that point, because your heart's kind of broken and you're not looking at that right now, but it's not benefiting you to be that way. So take some time and rest, Aquarius. It's okay. You're a beautiful, amazing, accomplished human being. It's all right if you get injured and need to take a break. Take a rest. That doesn't make you any less. That makes you a strong person. Because it takes a lot of courage to look in these dark places and shine light on them so that you can be yourself, Yeah, and the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. Interesting. Got the High Priestess again. I just saw that kind of poking out. And the High Priestess has a message for you. So it could be also that you're getting, like, I don't know, spiritual downloads, like you're getting these big waves of information, and maybe they're not even big. Maybe they're small because this other stuff is so loud, but it's still something that you're noticing. So just keep paying attention to whatever those little glimpses are. With the 10 of wands at the very bottom, this is very burdensome for you and you're not feeling very strong and not very clear on where you want to go, but it's over. Hopefully. All right. We're going to get some advice for you here. What advice do our Aquarians need to move towards the best and highest path? The two, oh my Lanta. Okay, I can't make that up, you guys. The Two of Swords appeared in reverse. Your advice is to stop ignoring what is causing distress. The Two of Swords is a, we do that out of fear, and that's understandable. But if you notice on this Two of Swords, they've got armor, they've got wings and eyes, but they're choosing to not look at something. So it seems like, Aquarius, you've really got to take a look at something. I know it's going to be hard, it's going to be scary, but what do you think would happen if you opened your eyes? What is the worst that could happen? Do you think you could handle it? Have you handled more difficult things in your life before? Maybe, maybe not. But you are more than capable of dealing with this heartache. This is a loss that, it's happened, and we can't do anything to change that. But what we can do, because what really matters, Aquarius, is what's next. The only thing to pay attention to in this lifetime, in any situation, and this goes for everybody, the only thing that is important is how you move forward, because that is what we have control over. We don't have control over something in the past. Unless you have a time machine, I would love one. What will Aquarius experience if they go with this advice? Again, this gives me teacher vibes. Like this big lesson that you're learning right now is possibly something that no one else has done in your family. You could be a cycle breaker. I noticed this candle here too. I was talking about all these dark spots in our minds and in our hearts, and that we need to illuminate them to dispel the fear that it washes over us. So seems like the light that you are shining is also going to lead the way for others as well. The Hierophant as your advice could also represent the need to maybe go back to school or just start any course of study. Learning more is never going to hurt us. We are always supposed to be learning, a forever student. The more that you know, the more you understand how much you don't understand or how much you don't know. So it's possible that, the teachings that need to find you may possibly lie within a mentor of some sort. So you could be advised to find a mentor, but I'm leaning more towards you being the spiritual teacher, because with this amount of heartache and how lacking you were feeling or are feeling, getting over this hurdle, this obstacle, is really going to boost you. And not that getting over this obstacle is, what boosts you. It's what you learn along the way. You learn how resilient you are. You learn how much you know, how much you have gained over the last years of your life. Like, you don't realize you have this knowledge within you. And I promise you, I have goosebumps. I don't think you can see them ever. But this card, you know, five is about change. So whenever you come into this energy and you're ready to be this teacher or to, you know, spread this light for others, that's going to bring about a lot of positive change. Like, I don't know if you realize how many people you might be able to affect, because again, this is a really difficult situation. And who doesn't want to map through a difficult situation? You know, if I know somebody's going to be lost on a particular trip, I mean, I'm lost everywhere. Thank goodness for navigation. But I would stop in a heartbeat and offer someone directions if I knew them, you know, to help them get there. Why wouldn't you want to help somebody through a difficult situation? And that seems like that's maybe what you're meant to be doing. You might not see your worth because of this really horrible situation that you went through. Don't forget how magical you are. You've got a lot of heartache and, you know, just kind of stuck energy within your spirit. And if you weren't spiritually strong, or if you didn't have faith in yourself in some capacity, there wouldn't be as much weight here, if that makes any sense. Like, you have the ability to carry this because your spiritual being is that strong because of what you've got. Like, you just don't see it yet. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card for Aquarius, please. Advice for Aquarius. Yeah. Look at how far you've come already. And the Ten of Pentacles was in my lap. And this kind of came out sideways. So especially too with how it fell out, I feel like the Two of Wands is going to represent your, like, kind of being impatient, or like you have a fire that wants to push you forward, but it's possible that you're maybe waiting for someone else to make a move first. And the Ten of Pentacles is the happiest card in the deck, because this is just complete security, stability. This is happy, you know, stable home. This is a good job that's going to provide for you for the rest of your life. This is good family, good friends. This is your environment. It doesn't have to represent money. This is whatever abundance in your physical sense brings to you. This is definitely what's on your mind. So by celebrating what you already have, Aquarius, that is going to help you realize that you are very capable of making your own choices. Not that you can't make your own choices, but that whatever choice you want to make, if you step forward in your, you know, in the knowledge that you have and being confident that you have gained this through, you know, the Ten of Pentacles just doesn't appear overnight. That takes a lot of hard work to get here, and so does the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is about celebrating the growth and stability that you have. So once you're able to see and celebrate that, I think this is going to help you see how easy you would be able to expand. The Two of Wands, expansion, he's got the world in his hands, like literally, but he's pretty calm, you know? So once you understand how truly abundant you are with knowledge and, you know, good energies all around you, you'll feel more confident moving forward in your own way. So to kind of sum this all up here for you, Aquarius, in your mind position, you're really working on your physical abundance, because you are really trying to, you know, see a different story than what you need to look at, which is ultimately blocking your creativity. So truthfully, Um, to get yourself to this Ten of Pentacles from the Nine of Pentacles, um, getting yourself out of that lack mindset. This creative spiritual block over here is making it's holding you in place. It's an anchor. It's a literal dead weight. You don't need it anymore. Um, excuse me. This might have protected you in the past, but at this point, looking away, not paying attention to what is festering inside of you is going to keep you in this hell. So, if you want to get out of that, stop and take a moment, rest, relax, recover. We have this Four of Swords here. It's time to take a break, take a step back, take a look at things, and if after, just take a day if you can, even an hour just to sit and think. I know minds are scary sometimes, but how do we get rid of our fears? If we think there's a monster under the bed, are we just going to sleep there the whole night? No, we're going to get up and we're going to look under the dang bed. And then we're going to see, oh, there's nothing under there. I have nothing to be scared about. You have educated yourself to that fact. And that's let you see how stable you really are and how easy you could get here, because you're almost there. But again, you really have to make sure you take care of yourself entirely. Mind, body, spirit, all need to be taken care of equally. You cannot choose one or the other. I know we think that taking a rest isn't productive sometimes, and I understand that as well. I'm working through it still, but like attaching a lot of your worth to what you can create or how much money you can make. But that's not correct. You are worthy just as you are, even if you can't bring anything. That's not important. What's important is what's in your heart and what's in your mind, and how you want to share that with others, how you want to improve this world. That's what's important. That's what's worthy, not whatever job that you do or how much income you bring in. And don't get me wrong, I know our jobs can be what our spiritual paths are meant to be. So that's not what I mean. I mean like a job that you don't find any passion in. Um, and once you're out of that stagnant energy, or not once you're out of it, but once you can take a break, rest, and see how truly abundant your future is, you can actually step off and take a step towards it. Like, let's put some gas in that tank. Okay, you're amazing. We're gonna end this reading here, Aquarius, with a card from our Journey of a Lonely Soul. I love these cards, they're so dark. All right, what do our Aquarians need? I'm not joking when I told you I was pre-shuffling for you. I said I was meditating. That's also what this card came out. That's magic. I started reading it too, and I was like, is this for me? But no. Okay, so stirrings of a welcome wind. The land grows stagnant, bathed in a dry, oppressive heat that weakens the limbs and her resolve. But a fresh wind blows up from the shores, bringing with it a scent of new adventure. No single place can teach us everything that we need to know. Oh my gosh. Once we have absorbed all that can nourish us from our present circumstances, choosing to linger overlong may cause us to languish and wither. Feelings of boredom, drudgery, and weariness are signs that our soul is being starved of creative experience. Our beliefs and ways of seeing the world can be outgrown, and it becomes necessary to step out of or away from them so that you might continue to flourish. A new opportunity calls out to you from across the horizon with more to reveal to you about this world and about yourself. You're being called to distant shores. Strange new places await you with many wonders to explore. To heed this call, you must find the strength to leave complacency behind. Believe that you have the ability to break free and let the winds of change fill your sails, carrying you toward lands and ways of being that feel vibrant, where you will flourish anew. Ask yourself, what is keeping me stuck in place? How can I get out of my comfort zone? So, again, Aquarius, this is just wrapping this up so perfectly. That oppressive heat that this talks about, that's you. Oh, sorry about that. It's going to be okay, Aquarius. It really is going to be okay. It's your choice, though, whether you can make that happen, you know. It will be okay if you decide it so. And I have every bit of faith in you that you can accomplish this. You've got the will and the drive and the knowledge. You can do this, okay? So please, Aquarius, take care. Please let me know if any of this rang true for you. It helps me stay connected to your collective. And thanks again for being here and supporting me. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Leave it a like. Again, helps me recognize that it matters and that you got something from it. Thanks again. Take care.